Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to learn how to use Canva whiteboard. For that, first you will have to log into your Canva account. Once you have done that, you will get to see the homepage of Canva. From here, you can see there are various things given at the top like documents, whiteboards, presentations, social media, videos, print, products, website and more. From here what you can do is simply choose whiteboards, or you can search whiteboards in the search bar given at the center of the screen. For now I am clicking on this whiteboard, and from here I'll see various options given. Like suppose there are whiteboard, brainstorm whiteboard, flowchart whiteboard, team whiteboard, planning whiteboard. When you will scroll down, you will see there are plenty of more templates given. You can click on any templates you wish to go on with and get started. For now, suppose I am clicking on this create a blank template. Now one thing to note is that your whiteboard is basically a very large empty space that you can use to create a very large or small segmentations for your workflows. You can build a business model, you can build project management tools here, so it's really easy and simple to do all work. Canva boards are very user friendly to use. So the first thing you can do is you can go into the left, and once you go into the left of your panel, you are going to see a few examples and you find a perfect example for your particular need, as well as let's say what I want to do right now is SWOT analysis. I can click on the SWOT analysis template, and then once I do, I can go ahead and zoom in this, and you will see how I have zoomed in. These SWOT analysis templates available are very easy to customize. There are also some Canva tips given at the corner of this. As you can see, Canva tips for whiteboards. You can also utilize with some of these templates. So I am seeing this. There are basic instructions for you that you can include sticky notes, draw tools, lines and shapes, embedded magic, shortcuts and collaborative features. So how can we use a template, or how can we build our own? Well, first off, you are using a template, you will find it easier to just run through different sections that are pre-made, and what you are going to do is you can input your information as you go. If you scroll down, we have the strength, threats, weakness. As you can see here, SWOT analysis, there are strengths, weakness, opportunities, threats. So we are going to add the name. So this is the SWOT analysis for suppose a new clothing brand. Suppose I have named it as Queens. Now below that we can start inserting all of the different types of growth, as well as the different types of strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and then after we can have an internal factor and external factor division of the particular SWOT analysis. And then on the right also you have some action items, as well as now you can see, as well as now if you want to build your own section with your Canva whiteboard, you can go on ahead and to elements here, into elements on the left hand side, and you can see there is an option of to add sticky notes. You can see from here, see all, and choose any sticky note you wish on your page. Suppose I've clicked on this pink one, it will be available on my canvas. What you can do now with the sticky note is basically you can zoom in and zoom out as per your choice, and simply add headings to it and additional information that you wish to add. Like I will be adding a heading to it. From here, from the text section, I can simply add a heading, and this is where I've got this option. I can increase the size of it. Points up, like suppose Points is the name of our brand, So what I can do is write queens as heading, and I can simply place it at the center. So let's say I want to build a whiteboard for my project queens. This is perfectly how I'm going to do it. So there are many other things that I can do. I can resize the sticky note. Like suppose I don't want to increase the size of this sticky note anymore. What I can do is click on it, and I will get many options for to make changes here. Suppose if I'll do enable quick flow for a sticky note, so you can click on drag to place, and then it would have a flow up sticky note. So as a task processor, drag to place, we can see I can move it anywhere I wish to, and I can simply create a flow of it. Again, if I press plus, I can simply move it around. I can create a flow chart with my sticky notes. Suppose queens, there are three categories of queens. Like we have three kind of products: ethnic, western, and indo-western. So what I've done is I have used sticky notes to make a flow. These are follow-up sticky notes. You can add multiple sticky notes like this, and then if you wish, you can just simply add more elements. Like suppose if I want to add a table with my sticky notes, I'll simply search for a table, and I can get tables from here. I can increase the size of this table and make changes. Like I can change the color of it. Suppose from Let me tell you how can I create a flowchart with these sticky notes. Suppose I have written Queen's brand of my cloth, then I'll categorize it. I'll add a text, again a heading, as I'll place it at the top, and I'll increase the size of the text. I can write as Indian clothes. I can increase the size of the text from here also by just pressing the plus sign over and over again, or I can simply increase it from here and place it at the center, Indian clothes, as you can see. Then I can add a heading to this sticky note as another category. Suppose I am writing as western clothes, and then lastly I'm going to add a third category of my brand actually, and it can be an Indo-Western clothing brand. Okay. So as you can see, we have these kind of a flowchart made of sticky notes. We can use arrows to direct them. Simply search for arrows in the element section. If I go to search for arrows, I'll get many options. What I can do is press on C on and see what I wish to use. Here, as you can see, I have selected this. I can use it to create my flowchart nicely, to connect my flowchart actually, and this arrow the right arrow will connect this from here. You can resize it. It's very flexible to do. Anything on this canvas can be done easily. It's all very easy. As you can see, I am resizing it just by this. So as I can see, my heading is a little bit displaced. I can move it. That's not an issue. So you can see I have made this little sticky note flowchart. And the other thing that you can do is you can use other elements also. There are a variety of options: whiteboard graphics, stickers, photos, videos, audios, charts, tables, frames, grids. You can use any element you wish to. If I am going to the whiteboard graphics, and if I like anything from here I can choose it. But if I don't and I wish to add something that's not given here, I can simply search. Like suppose I can search for clothes and I'm getting graphics for clothes. As you can see, I am simply going to uh, choose this graphic and I'll place it over here. So as you can see, the Queen's brand has a graphic of clothing also. But what I am not liking right now is the font of this Queen. What's the solution? The solution is I can change the font, from here. As you can see, there are plenty of options to do that. I can choose any one of which I like. Suppose this one. I can simply increase the size and move it around and place it over here. Now there is a category of for Indian clothes. I can write a description about Indian clothes, or I can simply uh, place a Indian clothing graphic like I did earlier. As you can see, it's entirely up to you how you are going to design your flowchart, how you are going to display your marketing strategy. I am just doing it in a very easier manner to make you understand what all you can actually do with it. Now in Western clothes, um, I can pick up this top, but it's all very pink, so it's not visible. Let me just try to pick up something else. This might look nice, as you can see. So the flowchart is very nicely showing what all Queen's brand has. The Indian clothes, Western clothes, and Indo-Western clothing. Indo-Western clothing can be, you know, like for example, I'm just taking this frock for night right now. I'm not going into the depth of it, just to tell you how I'm designing it. As you can see, my flowchart is ready and it's clearly showing how the Queen brands is divided into three categories of clothes: Indian clothes, Western clothes, and Indo-Western clothing. The best part is you can change the sticky notes color. Like from here, you can change it. I'm not in the mood to change it, but I'll just show you how you can do it. See, you can change the color. Like if I'll change the color of these sticky notes, the background, I'll just do uh, it's looking better. Let me just, no, this is not nice, so no, again a big no. Yeah, that does not matter what I'm choosing. What matters is you should know that you can make changes as per your likes. There is no hard and fast rule that if you have chosen a graphic or a sticky note, you cannot change the color of it or make any changes with the fonts. You can do as in whatever way you wish to do. I am leaving it to this. So as you can see, I have created this mini little flow chart, and if you want to add any more information, like about the how many employees are working here in this brand, what are their payments and everything else, and you want to tabularize it, you can also do that by searching the tables from in the elements. Like I have searched tables, and you will get plenty of options to do that. Suppose I am choosing any one table from these available options. I clicked on it and I'll get it straight at my canvas. I can increase the size as per my wish, and I can place it below the flowchart to so for a better understanding about my different products and employees and who are working on what. um, these sections of the table can be customized also. The colors can be changed from here. Like if I want it blue, I can definitely change the color. It's entirely up to me. Each section of the table can be customized. I can also change the border. If I wish it darker, I can go for it. I can choose the color of the border. No, it's if I've selected this column, I can change the border of this column. If I've selected this column, I can change the border of this. It's a choice I can make. It depends on you. Suppose I can decide the spacing of the table, the cell spacing from here. I can decide for the inner borders how I want them, the top border, the lines, everything. I can also decide the type of borderline I'll wish to have. So these are the changes that I can make, and this is not a very tough thing to do. Like you can see, I've choose the black border, and there's a thin line of a black border in this column. Now I can go into notes, go back into the elements, and add a sticky note and place it right here in my table. I can write down about the task here. I can suppose I write the name of the employees here, and I describe that what they have to do their work in this blue sticky note part, and that way everything, the workflow will be organized. It's a great way to manage. As to build, larger columns, if you have want to insert a column, it's really easy. You can go ahead, click on these three dots, you know you can simply delete the table, duplicate it, and add a column, delete a column. Everything can be done from here. You size, row exactly, and everything. Suppose I am what I have told you, I'm going to do this first. I'll write a text here, add the table. I'm changing the size. Suppose this work in my company is handled by a girl named Adiba, and what she needs to do is, I'll write here what she has to do. She has to suppose she has to manage the fabric import. She has to manage the fabric import. I have assigned her the job. What is the role of Adiba in the marketing in the company, and I'll simply place it on my sticky note. In this similar way, I can do with the other parts of the table. I can write the name of the employee here also, and I can place a sticky note here, and that way the flow chart of my brand will help my employees to understand the company and what they are entitled to do. I have made this flowchart for your understanding. How can you use sticky notes in a creative way to create your own flowchart, own whiteboard canvas. But let me tell you, if you want this format of flowchart that already exists in the templates option, what you can do is, you can write from here, you can write the strengths of your company queens. Like for example, I can write that the fabrics in my company are uh, up, all of good quality, and they are approved by the skilled professionals. Fabrics are of great quality. This can be a strength of my brand. What weakness I can write? uh, I can write that it's a very new brand, so we are experimenting. We are in the experimenting stage. A new brand in the experimenting stage, and threads can be of already existing brands in the market. Like for example, there are many clothing brands, Max and whatnot. So I can simply write, there is a uh, tough competition. What opportunities I am getting is, if I'll hire the young minds, and I'll design my dresses in a creative way. That's not I'm not simply copying the existing brands in their design. So opportunities will be to make a new marketplace, to create a new marketplace. This can be my opportunity. Likewise, I can fill all the boxes, I can write in the sticky notes, and my flowchart will be completed in this way. Also, if I don't like the color format, I can change the color format from pink here to blue or to black. I can change this also to any color I wish. I can change this. Likewise, I can change everything here on the flowchart, on the pre-existing template, can be modified and changed. You don't have to worry about this, you are just getting the structure done. If you like it as it is, you can go with it, but if you don't, you can make changes. I think it's really clear by now. This is just the basic design of your whiteboard on Canva. Other than the design aspect, you can do a lot more, and that includes sharing your whiteboard or your workspace with other people. So that on the top right, you have this option called share. You can click on share and click on anyone with the link. Anyone with the link, as you can see, here it is. And you can give different types of accessibility limits. So if people can only view this whiteboard, or if a person that has this link can comment on it, or if they can edit it as well, as you can also click on copy link. This is where you can click on copy link and make a public link, as well as your put. Usually public links are not necessarily for most whiteboards, and then you also have the option to download a whiteboard that you have created now. Additionally, you can also embed your content. So to embed any pre-existing content, so let's say I am designing from here, go to the left section and here click on projects, and it will display any of my projects. So let's say I want to insert this particular World Milk Day, and then I'll get this here. I can also insert this. I'm just giving an example, it's not at all relatable, but just to let you know, if you want to add any pre-existing projects, you can add to your newly made whiteboard canvas. For now, I'm deleting this as it's not needed. I'm also deleting this, and I've left with what I've made, this cute little flowchart of my clothing brands. And make sure that any of these elements are very unrelatable to what you are doing. So, and as there is plenty of options, you can search anything and get any element you wish to have. It's not at all a very tough job to do. Once I am satisfied with the look and feel of my whiteboard, I can simply download it to my laptop, or I can share the link with my co-workers, whatever I wish to do. But for now, I'm just simply downloading it to my file folder. So you can see it will be saved in my computer file. Other than that, if you wish to create something else, you can go back to the whiteboards, and you can use the brainstorm whiteboard, flowchart whiteboard, team whiteboard, or planning whiteboard. Like suppose I am building my new brand, I need a planning whiteboard for my teams, where I'll strategize each and every step. And a flowchart whiteboard, I've given the example. Let's see a format for brainstorm whiteboard, what are they and how they look. As you can see, I can work on this new project by this idea, mind map. This you can sort analysis that we have already done. The very same process like dream process brainstorm. I have selected this. I get it on my canvas here. I can zoom it out, and again I can work on this flowchart. I can edit this different text and create a flowchart again for my team members. So I hope you like this video, and now you know how can you design your whiteboards on Canva easily, and what huge variety of templates there are available. So if you like the video, press on like and subscribe my channel. Thank you for watching.